Hello and how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news.
I'm so pale.
Today I have some huge unexpected stuff to be talking about because Bethesda literally just dropped a huge bomb on us. And no, I'm not making a Fallout pun. Bethesda isn't doing another Fallout game. Instead, we have yet another new franchise from Bethesda Softworks, and this one is very interesting because it's from Machine Games, it's in collaboration with LucasArts Games, and at the same time, Todd Howard is the executive producer as well. And I am just super excited to be talking about this because anything that Todd Howard usually is involved with is generally good, but at the same time, we have something from Machine Games, who make great freaking games, and then LucasArts Games as well. So this is a very, very interesting collaboration. I'm sure my friend Mr. Matty Plays is already talking about this as well, and I can't wait to hear his take on the situation. Sorry for the crazy intro into the video. You know what? I'm not sorry. I'm just super hyped to find out what this game is going to look like, because based on some of the community deep dive investigations and my own investigations into the teaser trailer, that's right, we got an actual teaser trailer for this as well. Based on all these investigations, I'm pretty sure that I have a pretty solid idea on where this game is going to take place, and at the same time, potentially what Indiana Jones movie this game could be based off of, and what the game would actually play like as well. But keep in mind, none of this stuff or things that I'm going to be talking about, except for the trailer, is confirmed yet. Everything is all speculation in this video based on stuff that we can see in the teaser trailer, and just keep that in mind. So anything I say in terms of like the setting or the gameplay, take it all with a grain of salt. But a lot of this I'm pretty confident in, because some of this comes from the community, some of it comes from my own like discoveries in this, but these things are pretty like tangible in terms of objects visible in the teaser trailer. But I'm gonna go ahead and break this entire teaser trailer down for you today, and since this teaser is pretty short, I'll go ahead and play the trailer for you real quick in its entirety, kind of like how you watch the entire braindance sequence in Cyberpunk 2077 without pausing it, and then you go back and investigate it. We're gonna do that with this new Indiana Jones thing, and I'm super hyped. So here is the trailer. And that's it. It's just 30 seconds. All the time it takes for my glasses to appear on my face. And along with this trailer announcement that Bethesda dropped on us over on Twitter, again, Twitter is the source of this news. It seems like Twitter is the highlight of all the trending things in the gaming industry here in the last few days, or at least the stuff that I talked about. But as you can see, at the point of me actually recording this video, Bethesda dropped this trailer on us as of an hour ago, along with this tweet right here, saying a new Indiana Jones game with an original story is in development from our studio Machine Games and will be executive produced by Todd Howard in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. They say it'll be some time before we have more to reveal, but we're very excited to share today's news. And it came out of nowhere. I didn't see any Indiana Jones trademarks. I didn't hear anything from any of my sources about this. My glasses have randomly disappeared again, but this is super hype, and if I had to like take my guess as to when we'd hear about this game next, I'd have to say E3 2021, or at least whatever Bethesda's BE3 equivalent for 2021 would be if E3 doesn't go down, and it's lining up to be a big one this year, because Bethesda has a lot of great stuff coming out. There's Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, this Indiana Jones games now, future Doom Eternal content, probably more ESO stuff, Starfield, which will be a huge thing and probably, hopefully, will be the main focus of Bethesda's showcase this year at E3. And now we'll probably get more Indiana Jones information and maybe another trailer as well, giving us more information about the setting and stuff of this game at E3 this year also. But we're not going to wait that long to figure out what the setting is. Let's go ahead and break this trailer down, and I'll give you my thoughts on what I think the setting and everything is of this new game, just based upon stuff we can see in this trailer. If you watch my content, you just have to get used to my glasses appearing on my face as I have to look at stuff. I'm not going to make a joke every time I put my glasses on. That's exhausting. Stop it. So you can see the trailer begins, and right away you just get like, you know, ancient circle books, mystical society books, stuff that you would expect from an Indiana Jones like universe, but then you have a mug with the initials MC. So either Indiana Jones really likes Minecraft now, or MC is someone in the game, in the universe, or maybe it's just something that is just random. I'm not an Indiana Jones expert, by the way. I do like the universe and the movies, but I am by no means an expert on the lore and stuff. So a lot of this is from the community, and or at least in terms of what they think they can interpret from these discoveries. Then we can see sketches of what looks like ruins, and most importantly, the Vatican, along with a passport with Bethesda on it, which I guess is Bethesda's low-key way of saying we have the rights to Indiana Jones now, everyone, so excited for us we are. That's a weird way to say it. What's wrong with me? And then we have a journal, which is probably the journal that'll have all the stuff Indiana Jones needs to have along with him on his investigations and adventures. But then you can see over here, this is something I noticed, a map of the Vatican, and not only that, but there is also a plane ticket for Rome right there, that orange plane ticket. Of course, there's a stopwatch, which might signify that we have a time limit in this game, kind of like the time limit in the original Dead Rising game, where you had like a few days to do stuff, but the time was ticking, so you had to kind of like operate efficiently, which I don't like time limits in games, but I guess it does add a little bit more replayability, so if they do it right, I could dig it. But I don't know if that's what the time, what the watch is supposed to signify. It could just be a decorative element. But either way, the map back here is of the Vatican. We got a ticket to Rome right there, and on this map you can see some locations are highlighted with plot points, but on top of that we also have other things like this question mark right here. So I'm wondering if Indiana Jones has a list of leads. Maybe he's tracking a relic of some kind, maybe he's investigating a mystery of some kind. You know how Indiana Jones do. He's doing something down in the Vatican town, and if I had to take a guess based upon what this game would be, based upon like all this stuff in here, I'd have to say I'm fairly confident that Rome and Italy and the Vatican will definitely be the setting, if not one of the locations in this new Indiana Jones game. And on top of that, this is where we go into speculation salt mode. Based upon the map here, I'd have to say that this game seems like it would probably be an open world like investigations mystery game where Indiana Jones is trying to explore a mystery, trying to find relics, trying to do something along those Indiana Jones lines, and you kind of, as the player, have like your own open world into how you want to go about your investigations. What lead do you want to track down first? Who do you want to talk to first? Do you want to go straight to the tomb and see if you can find your way in without any assistance from any of your sources? Are you going to be crazy mode like I probably would be? No, actually I'm 100% mode. But before I ramble on about nonsense, I think based upon like just this map here, that what I said would be the tone and the setting of the game. It's going to be a game set in the Vatican and Rome and potentially other places, but you'll be investigating a mystery, finding relics, and it'll be open world and open-ended in terms of how you'd want to do that, which means this game could have a lot of replayability if you choose to do different things first, and I love that about games. And if my theories and the community's theories are correct and this is what this game ends up being, I would totally dig it, especially because Machine Games makes great games, LucasArts, Lucasfilms games, whatever, makes great games as well, even though I can't say their name properly. And with Todd Howard as executive producer, that gets me super hyped as well. And it's interesting because yes, an executive producer isn't inherently a developer, but at the same time producers have their hands in everything, and as Todd Howard has said, he always has his hands involved in everything. He'll write some dialogue, he'll code some of the UI, he'll write some quests, he'll go around and like oversee the artists. He likes to be hands-on with a lot of stuff, which means that this game is gonna have that Todd Howard flair all over it. But let's continue on with the trailer. The reason I got stuck on the map is because of the majority of what we're gonna see in this trailer that is like conclusive to any gameplay elements would be located primarily in this map. But let's move on. You can see there's a typewriter there that tells you Machine Games is making this, which is interesting. And then there's Lucasfilm Games right there, which is super hype as well. But also, if you check out right there, these pictures down here, it's hard to make out what they are, but they look like ruins to me, perhaps, or maybe like a tomb of some kind. I can't exactly figure out what this would be. I'm not like an archaeologist or anything. I'm sure Indiana Jones would know exactly what this would be, even without any rhetorical knowledge of the photo, but it looks like ruins to me. It looks like perhaps a tomb of some kind, and I think that's just low-key a sign that we will be exploring ruins and tombs and stuff in this game, which should be obvious because that's what Indiana Jones does. And then up here you can see film. Maybe we'll be taking pictures, I don't know. And then there's a gun. Indiana Jones is gonna do a McShooty times. And then there's a book that's open, and on the book it says top secret, so maybe Indiana Jones was working for a government, or maybe he's stolen some top secret documents to aid him on his great adventure times. Then we can see his iconic hat, his whip, his lasso, and then the screen goes black. Up here it looks like it's just rocks or something. I don't know what this is up here, it's hard to tell. Probably just rocks. I don't know if rocks have some kind of special relevance to the Indiana Jones universe, but that's it. That's everything there is to see in this trailer, at least what me and the community were able to break down from just staring at this trailer for an hour and trying to figure everything out. But there's more to this because some members in the community, most notably Jenkins, who is an admin over at the Skullzi Discord server, his friend said that this game might have something to do with Indiana Jones and the Philosopher's Stone because the Vatican is in that movie as well, and also I believe that Indiana Jones goes to the Vatican in The Mystery of Mount Sinai. However, like I said, I'm not an Indiana Jones expert, but it seems like this game could be set along the same lines or time period as the Philosopher's Stone, or perhaps The Mystery of Mount Sinai, or maybe it'll be a retelling of one of those two stories, but I doubt that. I have the feeling that this game will have its own like setting and narrative, or perhaps it'll be a gigantic game that'll envelop like both of those Indiana Jones stories, but at the same time a lot more, and fill in a lot more of the lore and the adventures that Indiana Jones went on during this time period. Indiana Jones stole my glasses, but either way it seems like we can get a lot of information from this 30-second teaser trailer because, like Bethesda always does, even outside of Bethesda Game Studios, they like to put a lot of teasers and hints and stuff in their teaser trailers, and 30 seconds is plenty of time to give us a lot of information now. I am very confident that the Vatican and Rome will be in this game. However, everything else that I said is basically heavy speculation, especially the stuff on the map, but I do believe that it will be an open world game, like I said, where you can go about investigating and adventuring how Indiana Jones would do in your own way. But before I keep rambling on, that's everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. I'm super hyped for this game. Let me know if you're hyped down in the comments below, and let me know if you saw anything in this trailer that I might have missed. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on. And if you want to help grow the channel and the community, be sure to share this video and the channel, because channels only really grow when a community shares videos, shares the channel, gets other people to subscribe. And thank you everyone, because the YouTube algorithm was burying my content for some reason. I don't know why, but people weren't being notified of my new uploads, whether you were subscribed or not. And I asked you all to check to make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube was unsubbing people, and to share the channel. And it seems like you all have been doing a great job, because the algorithm has picked me up again. I'm not having the same issues I was having before with the strange algorithm glitches, so thank you very much. I appreciate you greatly. Continue to do what you're doing, and speaking of appreciation, huge shout out to these amazing people as well for going above and beyond to bring you content like this. If you want to get your name added to this list, which will be featured on every single one of my videos in the future, basically a permanent video shout out, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Links for all this and more are down in the description below, and as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when the Indiana Jones game is all about trying to find the Elder Scrolls 6 in Todd Howard's long ancient mystery tomb.
It just works.